Greg Sharpe back in our Husker Sports Network studios. It's at halftime of our greatest games here this week on the Husker Sports Network, and as we do each and every week, a chance to sit down with the president of the University of Nebraska, Ted Carter. And President Carter, let's start off. Earlier this week, you were busy as the Davis Global Center at UNMC had a dedication ceremony. Can you share with our audience a little bit about this and what the work is that's going to be happening there?
Well, Greg, I'm excited to be the president here at the university and to be part of work that's going on well before I came here. This is just one bright, shining example. The Davis Center is a highly advanced clinical simulation center. In other words, it can replicate healthcare settings in the most realistic ways that allows teams to practice and experiment under safe conditions. Just to give you a couple examples, it's got a biocontainment facility where teams can learn to care for patients with highly infectious diseases, has a 3D and virtual reality technology that allows healthcare educators to innovate how they teach. And by the way, it is the nation's only federal quarantine unit. So at the end of the day, this is one of the most unique educational facilities, not just here in Nebraska, but in the entire world.
That's fantastic. Under your leadership, the university has been very focused on bringing the very best research and education to our state. It sounds like the Davis Center is providing cutting-edge health education, research, and patient care. Can you tell us more about how it's going to be serving Nebraskans?
Well, just think about the vision of the team at UNMC and across all of our education network that we have here in Nebraska to think through how to bring 3D technology, to be able to do these technologies remotely, and then we enter into a global pandemic. I mean, this concept called hybrid education, where you're doing some things live and immersive in the classroom, but also now being able to reach out through networks and through remote education to simulate these type of education programs. I mean, this is truly the future of education. And in medical education, there are very few programs even close to this in our country.
Again, busy with the University of Nebraska President Ted Carter here at halftime of our Greatest Games segment. You often talk about your partners in government and the private sector as well. How are these partners helping when it comes to bringing a facility like the Davis Center to our state?
Well, there's no doubt that the university system has great partnerships. I'm thankful for the work that we get to do with Governor Pete Ricketts, the 49 senators of the Nebraska legislature. We cannot operate as a university system without their support and without the support of Nebraska taxpayers who, clearly understand how important it is that we use those precious resources. And then, of course, our federally elected delegation, they also understand the work that we do, and they help drive and shape some of the laws that allow us to do our work.
Well, the big buzz in the world for the last 8-9 months has been the pandemic, COVID-19, and throughout not only our state, our nation, but the healthcare research, treatment, and patient care is front and center for most people. How does the work of the university president doing in helping making a difference during this pandemic?
Yeah, we're doing work across the entire enterprise, from the National Strategic Research Institute that's doing COVID-19 research to the research that's being done at our medical facility, and also working with Nebraska Medicine. This has done everything to help us in education, helping K-12 educators best understand how to deliver their education to the youth of Nebraska, all the way up to our most advanced at the undergraduate, graduate level, and doctoral level on our campuses. So this research has direct application for how effective we can deliver educational products here in the state.
Well, very good. Well, thank you for sharing the wonderful news of the opening of the Davis Center. I know you're excited about that. And next week, keep fingers crossed, we're going to have an actual Big Ten football game that you'll be appearing with us at halftime. So let's hope we have good news here in the next week and play some football.
Very, very excited. Let's go beat Ohio State.
Very good. President Ted Carter with us here at halftime. We've got more coming up next.